Good evening, I'm Ian Hannamansing. Tonight, as the threat from the Taliban grows, the urgent race to rescue Afghans who helped this country. Safety for some as dozens arrive tonight, but a network of volunteers who've been working to keep them safe tell us it's not enough or fast enough.
If they die in Kabul, that's blood on our hands.
Plus, to Grasse's golden moment.
Grasse at the line. He's got the gold medal.
He joins the Champions Club.
No, I'm just so proud of myself.
The weight of a country and the relief from family back home.
This is your mom.
Yeah, let's say, Mom. I finally did it.
Also tonight, drought devastates Western Canada's cattle ranchers.
When it's dry, man, it's, it breaks your spirit.
It's actually devastating to the economy.
What it means for food prices and the future of the industry. And Japan's mascot mania. Our Briar Stewart does some undercover reporting. This is The National. We begin with new developments in the race to resettle Afghan interpreters who helped Canadian forces during the mission in Afghanistan. The federal government says it will resettle thousands and has confirmed the first plane carrying Afghan refugees has landed in Toronto tonight. But for some, this is not fast enough. As the Taliban sweeps across the country, there's sharp criticism from private citizens who say they, and not Ottawa, have shouldered the burden of protecting those whose lives are in danger because they helped Canada. Ashley Burke has our story.
This is what Afghan interpreters and their advocates have been waiting for. The first plane arriving on Canadian soil. The first of many military flights to bring them and their families to safety. This is the reality they're desperate to escape, a deadly attack in Kabul. Just the latest evidence of the Taliban's escalating campaign of violence, as former Afghan interpreters hide in safe houses, hoping for a Canadian lifeline.
We're in high risk. We cannot do anything right now. We don't have guns.
We agreed to hide this former interpreter's identity because he said the Taliban is hunting him.
There was a Taliban checkpoint in front of our house, and they were asking about me, like, hey, where's this guy? They were looking for me.
He says the requirements of the Canadian government's resettlement process put him in more danger.
We don't have access to the printer. We don't have access to computer to fill out the forms and stuff like that. So we're compelled to go outside to different stores, to different net cafes to fill out the forms over there. And people are getting know about that, say, like, these guys are going to Canada. It's going to be high risk for us too.
With the situation rapidly deteriorating, a network of volunteer advocates say they're doing the heavy lifting, helping those on the ground frustrated with how long it took the government to act.
We need to get people out because, it's all fine to save people, but if they die in Kabul, that's blood on our hands.
There are folks now that are continuing to move people around within the country, getting them into safe houses, getting them out of harm's way, and essentially trying to buy them as much time as possible so that we can wait for plans to land on the tarmac and so we can get these people evacuated.
Ashley, what more do we know about this first plane arriving in Canada?
Ian, the government isn't releasing a lot of details. It's being very protective of those on board because they say keeping their identity safe is a matter of life and death. But we do know that dozens of Afghans who work with Canadians and their families were on that plane, and it's just the first of a series of flights in the coming days and weeks. In a statement, the government said, "We are doing everything we can to get Afghan refugees out as swiftly and safely as possible, but we recognize that the security situation can change rapidly." Ian?
All right, Ashley, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's turn to Tokyo now, where early today, Canada had yet another golden moment. This one courtesy of Olympic sprint champion Andre de Grasse.
Here comes de Grasse, accelerating. De Grasse at the line. He's got the gold medal. Andre de Grasse, 1962, a personal best and another Canadian record. Accelerating from the back, taking the gold medal.
And gold was the one medal he didn't yet have, so winning it was so emotional for both him and his family. It took less than 20 seconds to win that medal, the first for a Canadian in that event in 93 years. Adrian was there as de Grasse crossed the finish line.
are days at athletics when you don't know where to look first. The Canadian great Damian Warner pursuing the podium for the decathlon in one corner, while history readies itself to be rewritten in another. Know this about Andre de Grasse. He has won a medal in every Olympic final he's ever been in. Proud always, hungry for the elusive gold always. For this 200-meter final, he had Canadian company. Aaron Brown, who knows the podium and wants it again. The last time that happened was 1928. That is also the last time there was a Canadian gold in this event. So it's time.
The gun, and they're away.
Famous for building momentum, this is a distance de Grasse loves.
Same with de Grasse as he pulls up on the shoulder of Benarek.
Surrounded by rising American stars, he ran faster than any Canadian ever has, and it worked.
Here comes de Grasse, accelerating. De Grasse at the line. He's got the gold medal. Andre de Grasse.
So controlled all the time, so clearly, openly, finally relieved. Well, he ran with that flag before all the cameras but an empty stadium. Aaron Brown headed out. Proud, but okay to admit he'd wanted more.
I know that there's more work to do and more championships ahead of me, so I'm gonna use this experience to just keep propelling me forward, man. I don't quit.
Families are the missing ingredient here.
I want to give a quick shout out once again to who I run for, my wife and my son.
So Olympic organizers try, linking up de Grasse's partner, daughter, and a full house in Florida.
Did you see me? Did you see Daddy? Did I win? I'm coming home soon. I'll see you guys soon, okay? I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. I did it.
It has to be otherworldly after the biggest moment of your life to be so far away. But he seemed to be trying to soak in every moment at the stadium.
All right, love you.
When you were lying on the track at the end, you just looked like a big weight had been taken off your chest. What was happening there?
Yeah, just all the pressure, I mean, trying not to cry right now, but just all the pressure I've been dealing with to come back. This was my moment, and you know, all the expectations to deliver in this moment, and I'm just so proud of myself, just so proud.
Listen, I know you haven't had time to talk to people who matter to you, but this is your mom.
Yeah, I would say, Mom.
Hi, I'm so happy for you.
Oh,
congratulations.
Man. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you did it.
I know I did it. I'm just so proud. Did you watch it by yourself? Were you nervous, or do you watch it with family?
Everybody gonna come over this afternoon and celebrate this, you know?
Oh, it's yeah.
That's good.
You paused.
Oh, we lost her. Wow.
Well, I was gonna say I love you, Mom, and you know, she's been with me throughout this journey.
She absolutely has, and they're not done yet. There's one last event, the relay. It might be extraordinary, but it will never beat his first gold. Adrian Arsenault, CBC News, Tokyo.
And you heard de Grasse speaking to his mom in Adrian's piece. We'll hear more from her later this hour.
I mean, I'm super proud and super excited. I feel like I'm on a high, and I don't know how to come down.
An emotional day for Beverly de Grasse, who also spoke about how difficult it's been not being in Tokyo with her son and the immense pressure on high-level athletes to perform on the world stage. That's coming up a little later in the show. And not long ago, another Canadian won a medal, this time in the women's 200-meter canoe race.
Arrest at the top of your picture, gunning for silver. It'll be Nevin Harrison of the U.S. She crosses the line, and then it's Vincent Lapointe of Canada picking up the silver.
Well, as you heard there, a silver medal for Quebec native Laurent Vincent Lapointe. The 29-year-old is a 13-time world champion in this event. Athletes in Tokyo are still contending with blazing heat, and it's brutal temperatures that have prompted both Canadian and Swedish officials to request a time change for the women's soccer final. The gold medal game scheduled to kick off Friday at 11 a.m. Tokyo time, Thursday night here in Canada. To try to avoid the peak hours of extreme heat, the teams are now pushing to have that move back to the late afternoon. So the heat is having an impact, and so is the pandemic. COVID cases are at a record high in Tokyo, and they're directly affecting some Olympic athletes, including Canadians. Katie Nicholson spoke to one just recently out of isolation.
It's going to take her to the Olympics. Used to running great distances, marathoner Dana Pedereski spent the last week pacing a hotel room after someone on her flight to Tokyo tested positive for COVID. She's been cleared just days before her race this weekend.
I still feel like I don't really get much of an Olympic experience, but the race could certainly change that. I hope it does.
The unexpected quarantine threw a wrench into her pre-race regimen. Friends and family have helped pull her back into the zone.
I know no matter what, they're going to be so happy.
But COVID has shut other athletes out entirely. Yesterday, 5 of the 12-member Greek artistic swim team tested positive. They've all been moved out of the Olympic Village, their dreams dashed by the virus.
They are also no longer eligible to participate in the team event. We wish them a speedy recovery.
And today, it wasn't an athlete, but COVID, which set a new record in Tokyo. 4,166 new cases. From beneath multiple masks, this Tokyo woman says she's very worried and tries not to go out as much as possible. So great are the demands now on hospitals, people with milder symptoms being asked to stay home and not seek care. Please understand, says Japan's health minister, this is to ensure we have enough beds. Rising COVID cases now putting both host country and visiting athletes under increasing pressure to perform under extraordinary circumstances.
All I can do is give my best on race day, regardless of the tribulations that have occurred the last couple weeks.
And on Saturday, she'll do just that. Katie Nicholson, CBC News, Vancouver.
The World Health Organization today called for a moratorium on booster shots of the COVID-19 vaccine, third doses, while most of the world's population is still waiting for their first.
WHO is calling for a moratorium on boosters until at least the end of September to enable at least 10% of the population of every country to be vaccinated.
The WHO noting that more than 80% of the world's vaccine doses have gone to rich and middle-income countries, and that the efficacy of boosters remains unproven. Every province is getting its back-to-school plan ready, and today Ontario's Education Minister offered more details on his. There is a push for better ventilation, but vaccines are not required by either staff or students. Deanna Sumanag-Johnson tried to find out why.
The centerpiece of Ontario's announcement, improving ventilation in schools, but there were also questions about what wasn't in the plan.
Can you tell us why you're not making vaccinations mandatory for staff and students?
We're not making that mandatory. Can you explain why that's the case?
Look, the government has made a decision in the context of mandating vaccines, and we're not going to do that.
As of July 24th, about 45% of Ontario's 12 to 17-year-olds have been fully vaccinated, and over 70% have received at least one shot. That number, critics say, could be much higher if students had to be immunized against COVID-19 to attend school, as is required for many other infectious diseases like chickenpox or measles.
But I think by putting it on the list, what we do is, I think, elevate the seriousness of the responsibility for parents to get those kids vaccinated.
But experts say it's a tricky thing to mandate, and it could backfire.
We know that those sorts of rules, like mandates, can lead to, in some instances, some vaccine hesitancy, might cause some mistrust in some populations.
Another reason for reluctance, COVID's relatively low impact on children compared to adults.
The major motivator for getting kids vaccinated is to contribute to herd immunity and to prevent community spread. So there's a mindset shift involved here. Do we make something compulsory that is not for your protection, but for the protection of others?
What does work, experts say, is giving parents incentive to vaccinate their teens. Last week, Chief Medical Officer of Health said that vaccinated students will face minimal disruptions to class time in the event of an outbreak, but unvaccinated students could be made to stay home for up to 20 days. Deanna Sumanak-Johnson, CBC News, Toronto.
Let's turn to the U.S. now, where the Delta variant continues its dangerous surge, especially in Florida, where the situation could be spiraling out of control. This week, Florida setting a new state record for COVID hospitalizations with more than 11,000 patients. That is an 11-fold increase in just a month and a half. The governor, Ron DeSantis, maintaining that he will not impose business restrictions or mask mandates. And it's not just the Delta variant that's causing deep concern. Millions of Americans are at risk of homelessness after the national eviction ban expired last weekend. The Biden administration has stepped in with a 60-day extension, but only where cases are surging. As Judy Trin explains, that leaves out many.
This Missouri lawmaker slept on the steps of the Capitol for 4 nights to demand a new nationwide moratorium on evictions. For Cori Bush, this was personal.
What I also understand is what it's like to get an eviction notice.
Years ago, she lived out of her car while caring for a newborn and a toddler.
I know what it's like every single minute to not be able to sleep because you got 2 kids. You got to make sure that you keep safe.
During the pandemic, millions of Americans have been at risk of losing their housing. The Centers for Disease Control put a freeze in place last year to help people isolate and limit the influx into shelters. But the ban was recently deemed unconstitutional and left to expire. Under pressure, the president stepped in.
I've indicated to the CDC I'd like them to look at other alternatives.
Citing the new Delta variant, the CDC ordered a new 60-day freeze on evictions, but only in areas with high rates of infection.
It will be a win for people who have, for such a long time, because I'm one of those people, that's why I ran for office, felt like nobody listens.
This won't help Luis Vertente. He lives in Rhode Island, a state with low COVID cases. After getting sick, he couldn't pay rent and lost in court.
They evicted me and gave me exactly 3 weeks to get out. And unfortunately, I have no place to go.
There's also no guarantee this new moratorium will withstand a constitutional challenge. Census figures suggest landlords have lost billions in unpaid rent.
Tens of thousands of dollars of back-owed rent is not uncommon.
Meanwhile, the president is urging local governments to speed up the distribution of federal pandemic funds. More than $47 billion was set aside for emergency rent relief, but very little of that has been paid out to landlords. Judy Trin, CBC News, Washington.
U.S. citizens who are fully vaccinated are allowed to enter Canada on Monday, but they could be facing lengthy waits at the border as thousands of CBSA workers prepare to go on strike starting Friday. The unions representing border agents say their planned job action will have a dramatic impact at both airports and land crossings. Representatives say they're pushing for better protection against harassment and better pay for some 9,000 workers. Negotiations are underway in the hopes of averting a strike. The summer heat in Western Canada has deepened drought and pushed ranchers to the brink. Some are selling up to half of their herds for slaughter. As Bonnie Allen explains, it's the only way to save the rest.
Donnie Peacock has been auctioning cattle in southwestern Saskatchewan for more than 3 decades.
Got to be the biggest July I've seen in 30 years. August is going to be massive.
But he takes no joy in this rush to sell off cattle.
25% to half of our cow herd is just going to disappear with the drought that we're in and the feed scenario that we're in.
After weeks of scorching heat and little rain, baked pasture grass is nearly gone, and in some cases, water has dried up or become toxic to thirsty animals. Hay has doubled, even tripled in price.
This situation we're hit with now being so widespread, BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and then stretching up into northern Ontario, our feedstocks are depleted. There's no place to go other than the slaughter facility.
Government assistance so far has fallen short, says the president of Saskatchewan's livestock marketers.
It's actually devastating to the economy.
Ranchers are not only selling calves off to slaughter early, they're also getting rid of cows used for breeding.
A lot of the people I deal with, and I know everybody, they're going to cut their cow herds in half for sure.
Scott Campbell just sold these 230 yearling calves 2.5 months earlier than normal. It's the only way he can preserve enough pasture to keep his cows off the market and save his operation.
If you kill all those cows this fall, you don't have the calves next spring.
Like others, he's coping with financial and emotional strain.
When it's dry, man, it's, you know, it breaks your spirit. So guys will quit for sure. And I'm glad I'm not in that position, but there'll be lots of guys that are, for sure.
These summer sales, depleting herds, are a desperate bid by some ranchers to stay afloat in an industry that could take years to recover. Bonnie Allen, CBC News, Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan.
Scorching heat continues to fuel devastating wildfires in southern Turkey. They've been burning uncontrollably for over a week now. The latest breached a coal-powered plant in the country's southwest, and that prompted the evacuation of nearby residents and raised concerns over possible flammable materials at the plant. So far, at least 8 deaths have been linked to the fires in the region. Protests erupt in Beirut 1 year after that massive explosion. Coming up, the demand for justice and accountability from a Canadian who lost her daughter.
The same criminals that killed us in our house are still in their position.
Plus, we hit the track to speak with the next generation of sprinters.
He did it, why can't we?
And becoming a mascot is its own sport in Japan, and our crew quickly learns getting the suit on is just half the battle.
But I'm gonna walk into something.
We're back in 2. Welcome back. Today, Quebec announced a new campaign against violence after Monday's deadly drive-by shooting in Montreal's East End. It included a pledge to work with community leaders to help stamp out gang activity. But as Sarah Levitt shows us, community leaders say the police have to earn their trust.
You have a united voice against gun violence.
They came together, Montreal's mayor, Quebec's public security minister, and 2 police forces, eager to show they are tackling the recent spat of gun violence in Montreal this year, including 47 incidents in June alone.
We need to do everything in our power to combat this increase.
The latest shooting on Monday night left 3 dead and 2 injured. Now, a joint city and province police squad has been created to take on gun trafficking and gangs. But for those working directly with the communities, today's show of unity doesn't deal with the reality on the ground.
I feel we've been in this state of reaction for a little bit too long now, and we need to work in a way where we can prevent people from getting into gangs and prevent people from getting access to guns more than to react.
The city says an additional $1.4 million will go to community organizations to tackle just that. Not enough, says this youth coordinator.
We need more resources. We need more support from our politicians. We need more support from the police. The task is too heavy.
One consensus among community organizers: more officers on the ground is not the answer.
They're working outside of the community, not with the community.
These areas in Montreal, the North End, the East End, they are marginalized communities who don't necessarily trust the police, and now we're talking about potentially an increased police presence. How do we deal with that?
Well, it is a balance, and this is where, for me, the collaboration between community organizers and police officers is so important.
That collaboration takes time, activists say, time they may not have before the next wave of deadly violence. Sarah Levitt, CBC News, Montreal.
A tragic anniversary being marked with angry protests tonight in Beirut. Thousands took to the streets demanding to know why the investigation has stalled into last year's explosion, which killed more than 200 people. That explosion undermining faith in the country's leadership, and it shattered the lives of the survivors, some of them sharing their experiences with our Salima Shivji.
The devastation is seared onto Beirut's landscape and into this country's psyche. 1 year after a hangar full of improperly stored ammonium nitrate exploded, ripping through the city's port, killing more than 200 people, and destroying thousands of homes, the reminders are everywhere. At the hospital, in the shadow of the port, too, even if much of the damage has now been repaired. Nurse Pamela Zeynoun is still taking care of premature babies. She was at work that day when the blast hit. She somehow made her way through the wreckage to rescue 3 newborn babies.
The way I held them, the way I went down the stairs to get them to safety, I can never forget that.
The trauma lingers. Loud sounds are still jarring for Zeynoun, but she now has an irrevocable bond.
These babies are special to my heart. I still contact the parents on a daily basis. Everything negative that comes to my mind goes away when I see them growing and healthy as they are.
The negative is harder to ignore for so many others who lost so much. Today, gathering at the port to mark the day. Clashes broke out. The anger and frustration is stifling. That the country is descending further into a crippling economic crisis, marred by political bickering, that nobody has been held accountable for the disaster waiting to happen at the port. For Tracy Najjar, a Canadian citizen, and her husband Paul, the pain and the anger of losing their 3-year-old daughter Alexandra is ever present as they try to find the will to move back into their apartment.
We miss her more and more every day. And when you realize that 1 year later you still don't have any hint of a truth, actually, and that the same criminals that killed us in our house are still in their position is very difficult.
Enraging, they say, and yet they opted not to move to Canada.
We came to realize that leaving the country would be as if we were running away.
We scream for justice, but we scream for hope as well, and for taking back our country.
Weary but adamant that the only way forward for justice is to stay right here. Salima Shivji, CBC News, London.
Next on The National, the reaction to Andre de Grasse's golden moment.
I heard my grandma just started screaming, so it woke me up.
We'll hear from kids in this country with Olympic dreams of their own. Stay with us. This is Andre de Grasse's golden moment, the result of years of training and expectation. And today, 19.62 seconds of pure speed, a race for gold and a win.
When I watch the replay, I'm just so excited.
The gun and they're away, head down.
I just made sure that I stayed with them off the bed, and then I just relaxed, coming home, relax. Just pop my arms and relax.
Here comes de Grasse, accelerating. De Grasse at the line. He's got the gold medal. Andre de Grasse.
When I looked up at the scoreboard, the camera was on me, and I knew I did it. Let's go! Won the gold, had a personal best. I couldn't have asked for more. I couldn't have asked for more. This was the race of my life.
I could watch that over and over again. I have been watching it over and over again. It's been an emotional day for de Grasse's supporters here at home, especially his mom, who, of course, couldn't go to Tokyo with him. Greg Ross spoke with her and some of the young athletes de Grasse is inspiring.
I feel like I'm on a high, and I don't know how to come down.
De Grasse at the line. He's got the gold medal.
Andre de Grasse's mother, Beverly, watched the 200-meter final surrounded by family.
That was the most difficult thing, I think, for me as a mom this year, not being in Tokyo.
But she was able to talk to her son not long after the race on this video call, thanks to Adrian and the CBC crew.
We just smiled, like we were just basically just smiling at each other. I can't believe you did it. He was like so excited, so happy. I finally did it, you know. I finally did it, Mom.
Beverly says she was never in doubt her son was going to win, despite being challenged by 2 impressive American sprinters.
That's Andre, you know. Andre put out his best when it counts, when it matters.
But she worries about the pressure her son is under to perform at that level. Talking about it during a radio interview, she was overwhelmed.
Not being able to be there, not being able to hold his hands, not being able to know if he's okay. Are we really thinking about what these athletes go through? You know, all the pressure that's being put on them to really perform. And is it really worth all of this?
Not far from his mother's house in Pickering, Ontario, de Grasse got his start on tracks like this one. His performance today may have paved the way for the next generation of kids who are training here now.
Because he did it, why can't we, you know?
These teens train with the Speed Academy, where Grasse got his start.
I feel like it's crazy to think about that, the fact that someone from just an average town that we live in, or just the area itself, can reach such great heights to be in the Olympics, coming first in the 200-meter.
They'll remember today and where they were, particularly Malcolm Williams, who had to sprint from his bedroom to catch the end of the race.
I heard my grandma just started screaming, so it woke me up, and then I ran up and I saw that he was in the lead, and I was like, okay, well, he has it, he's not gonna lose now, he can't lose.
These kids hope there's not another 93 years between Canadian champions in this event. Greg Ross, CBC News, Pickering.
Canadians aren't done yet. There are more potential medal events ahead. Andrew Chang has our outlook with the competitions you might miss while it's nighttime here at home.
Overnight, there will no doubt be many Canadians dreaming of an Olympic medal in the decathlon for Damian Warner.
The gun, and they're away, and Warner with a great start.
Who in Tokyo has been on a mission to become the world's greatest athlete.
But Damian Warner now charging to the line, dipping. What a statement.
Now, starting at 6 a.m. Eastern, he'll have 2 events left, the javelin throw and the 1500 meter, the latter of which is actually one of his weakest events. So every event up until now has been about building a lead so wide that that 10th event won't matter so much. But, of course, we will see.
Damian Warner and Pierce Lepage of Canada.
He and his fellow Canadian, Pierce Lepage, are both in the hunt for a medal. Damian Warner, the #1 ranked decathlete in the world, and Pierce Lepage ranked #4. By 9 a.m. Eastern, we should know who wins gold, earning that title of world's greatest athlete. 2 other medal events overnight with Canadians in the running. In women's pole vault, Annika Newell from Saskatoon will compete. And in Keirin track cycling, there are 2 Canadians in the quarterfinals who could theoretically advance to the final early in the morning. But really, the big story when you wake up, no matter how you slice it, will be how the decathlon ends. Warner has wanted to be Olympic champion for a long time, and his bronze from Rio isn't good enough.
Beyond the Olympic Games, Japan has another way of attracting visitors. Japan's mascot obsession. We'll show you the cute and the somewhat wacky next. Welcome back. Mascots have been staples of Olympic Games for decades, but in a country where they're everywhere, the characters created for the Games are struggling to capture people's hearts. Our Briar Stewart dug into Japan's mascot culture and why it's such an important part of daily life.
Inside this studio in Tokyo, a training session is underway. It might look like a dance class, but this is really just the warm-up. Before the group literally steps into character. These are trainees hoping to bring these plush and pudgy costumes to life. I had a complex over my height, this man says, but it's a good thing when you're a mascot. This is just a taste of Japan's mascot mania. There are thousands of Eurokara, as they're called. There's even an annual Grand Prix. Sure, sports teams have mascots, but so do companies and even communities. It's a way of branding, an attempt to stay memorable, which Canadian Christina Bucci says can be hard, considering the country is awash in mascots.
So you've been in Japan for 11 years now. Why do you think this country is so enthralled with mascots and characters?
Everybody works really long hours, lots of overtime, you know, and there's very little free time. So I think people try and take what they can to kind of encourage them throughout the day. We use the word iyashi kind of in Japanese, and it's kind of like a comforting thing. So it's just to bring a little bit of comfort to your everyday life.
No matter where you are, the airport has its own quarantine mascot. A prison has one too. This little guy actually represents an annual fireworks display, but his unfortunate resemblance to the coronavirus has made him more popular as of late. And then there are the Olympic mascots, Mirai Toa and Samayati. While people line up in the scorching sun to pose for a picture, not everyone is a big fan.
They're not being received greatly. I mean, there's really I don't feel a lot of love or hate for them.
Jillian Suter knows all about Japan's mascots. She did research for her PhD on them.
Japan also is a country with a lot of animism. So non-animated things can have some sort of embodiment. And when you have physical embodiments in these mascots, you have more of a representation of these places that people can connect to.
They're also a big business bringing in billions a year. This company produces around 10 a month. Can't even show you exactly what they're working on because the design process is so secretive. We can see their own character because, of course, a mascot factory would have its own mascot.
So this is what your company specializes in?
Yes, this is a costume.
And it's quite a process. It begins with being hooked up before being able to step in.
It inflates with air and it helps to keep people cooler, which is a good thing considering the temperature these days is in the high 30s.
But just because you can get the costume on doesn't make you mascot material.
Then I'm gonna walk into something.
We'll leave that to the actors back at the mascot school. In Japan, mascots are like celebrities you can spontaneously hug, says Choko Ohira, the teacher of this school. But it's not enough just to look cuddly. You have to learn the moves. And always remember the first rule of mascot school: never step out of character. Briar Stewart, CBC News, Tokyo.
Great reporter, needs to work on her mascot moves, though. The Olympics and upcoming Paralympics may inspire you to lace up your running shoes. More fashion and sporting apparel is being adapted for people with disabilities. In this story we first brought you back in May, Eli Glasner looks at what's out there and how one product launched by Nike didn't live up to its promise.
If you could design a hands-free shoe, how would you do it?
Nike's Go Fly Ease is marketed as a shoe for everyone. But watch carefully and you'll see they were created with the disabled community in mind.
To support our adaptive athletes better.
But when the shoes arrived, the support didn't.
Talk about accessibility, am I right?
Sneakerhead Louis Lingard loves Nikes.
It was huge for me. I was very excited to see them adding that inclusiveness.
But soon that excitement turned to frustration over the rollout. His rant went viral on TikTok.
The shoe itself has been so hyped up and praised for its inclusiveness that it's became limited and resellers and bots gouged the price.
The limited supply meant Fly Ease flew up in price as shoe collectors swooped in.
Last time I looked, it was around $500, $600.
Wow, okay, well, I will not be able to afford that.
After she lost the use of her arms due to ALS, Christina Mallon learned how to adapt. Now she works for the Open Style Lab, an incubator focused on making fashion accessible.
People with disabilities, it's the largest minority group in the world.
His collection is very different.
More than just shoes, the adaptive fashion industry is now worth billions. This Canadian designer with her own accessible clothing line welcomes the interest from labels like Nike and Tommy Hilfiger.
To have these major brands coming in, it's kind of like shining a light on an industry that there was nothing. It was just
she doesn't fault Nike's approach, but says it's a direction the industry is embracing.
The world is really moving towards a more accessible space, and I look at it also as something called universal design.
While Nike says it's working to increase supply, Mallon says working more closely with the disabled community could have avoided problems in the first place.
I urge anyone that's creating experiences or products for people to really think that way, because every single person will become disabled at some point in their lives.
Bringing the industry closer to creating comfort and clothing without barriers. Eli Glasner, CBC News, Toronto.
Next on the National, an art show straight out of the dumpster. We'll show you the creative ways that artists are shining a light on waste. But first,
gone back to we don't know where.
Mystery in the seas. Scientists are searching for a pack of orcas missing for months. Stay with us.
I'm Antonina Resta. Tomorrow on CBC's daily news podcast, Front Burner, long lineups, food shortages, and the fight for accountability. Life in Lebanon 1 year after the Beirut explosion. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
There's a growing mystery around BC's rarest killer whales. The southern resident orcas are officially listed as endangered in both the U.S. and Canada. And usually at this time of year, they're in the waters near Vancouver Island. This year, though, they went missing. Greg Rasmussen has the story.
A welcome return after a mysterious absence. After an unprecedented 108-day hiatus in sightings, these endangered killer whales were finally back last week in their usual summer territory close to Vancouver Island.
So it was pretty remarkable to not have them here for so long, especially in what used to be considered the peak season to see them.
But just as quickly, they were gone.
But 12 hours later, they were heading out of the area again.
This area is considered critical salmon hunting habitat for southern resident whales. The brief sighting of about 50 animals was here. Dwindling Chinook salmon runs to the Fraser River may have triggered the whales to move.
They've gone back to we don't know where.
Or a change in whale leadership may be at work after the death of the pod's former matriarch.
With her death, her daughters who then take over, they appear to have chosen something different. We don't know exactly what that is, other than they're not sticking to the old plan.
It's really encouraging that some species are showing some positive signs.
This whale researcher has been busy off northern Vancouver Island.
So I've seen a humpback whales this morning and also a pod of northern resident killer whales.
He says some West Coast whale populations appear to be recovering. Transient killer whales, which eat mainly seals and sea lions, are thriving, and humpbacks are a frequent sight. Even right whales, as well as sei whales, both hunted to near extinction along the BC coast, have been spotted this year after an almost complete absence for decades.
These are two species that were just completely absent from our coast for generations of human time. Yes, it's definitely encouraging that we're seeing them again.
Drone footage has become a critical tool for researchers studying the health of many whales. It allows them to gauge how fat or thin they are. And for the mysterious southern resident killer whales, it will eventually reveal if they're getting enough salmon in their new hunting grounds. Greg Rasmussen, CBC News, Vancouver.
We're going to show you an art show in Yellowknife, which is giving junk a new life.
Just made out of like household things like milk cartons and wine bottles.
Why artists turn trash into treasure in our moment. Artists in Yellowknife are making people think twice about garbage. These quirky pieces of art are all made from old trash, bubble wrap, milk cartons, aluminum foil, you name it. The boundless creativity of the artists from a wide range of ages and their green message is our moment.
I am the executive director of Ecology North. We're a local environmental nonprofit organization. This weekend, Ecology North hosted the Trashformation event. Trashformation is an event that encourages and invites artists to submit pieces that are all basically trash transformed into art. So it's that idea of using what's already around you, what other people would find as junk, and turning it into something beautiful, something inspiring. When you walked in, there was sort of all sorts of different things, and it was really fascinating to see. A lot of people were really excited and were able to vote on the ones they liked best, and I loved them all. They were all like so fun. It sort of captures the spirit of Yellowknife in some ways. Salvaging at our local dump, it's great to see people embracing that, being creative and having fun with it.
I wonder if similar things are being done at dumps or whatever you want to call them across the country, or maybe that will inspire some communities to do the same thing. She says that people call the dump there Y-Kia, as in Yellowknife IKEA, and she says one of the nicest things about that art exhibit is you often have no idea who the people are that put those together until afterwards you look at the piece and ask them. That is the National for August the 4th. Good night.